Okay, this is my universal board that I have been working on for a lot of years. From about 96, I had the first layouts, the first ideas, and it's evolved, but the concept is pretty much the same. And the main feature is the LS2 line selector, which has two individual loops. So basically this is two sounds switchable, basically very easy. Of course it looks complicated right here, but it's really not. This LS2 cannot cascade, so that's why I have to have identical distortions on either side, because if it was able to cascade I could make a smaller board, but that's not possible. So this works, it just takes up a little more space. And normally I have two Marshall Bluesbreaker pedals, but at the moment the one who should be there needs new jacks, and they should be coming at some point. So I ordered a Tone City Bluesman overdrive, which is basically the same pedal, has a smaller footprint, and that made me make room for the digital metallizer from Boss. It's not very much a metal pedal to my ear. It has a very good gain structure, but over the years I have used the Carl Martin and a Bluesbreaker in combination for my lead tones. I have found that very nice. The Carl Martin has maybe a little boxy. It's based on a boogie type tone, and also I had some inputs when they were making this one with Carl Martin. I was in a shop and they asked me for some inputs, and I gave them some, and I think this is the best version. There's an MK1, there's an MK2, there's an MK3, but the MK2 to me is the most pleasing of the three versions. If we go to the first thing in line is the Carl Martin compressor. That's the best compressor I've had so far. I like it very much, and I do not use it for compression. I use it to limit the heart attacks. And that's one thing I worked when I was doing worship music. The compressor helped me to even the sounds, so it worked in that context. Normally in the worship setting I will have the compressor before the main overdrive, the first overdrive. I'll have it after the first overdrive, so when I hit chords they don't spike as much. But in this board this is the first in line, and of course it gives a good strong signal. Next is it goes to the line selector, and from there on, if I choose this side, yeah, this is all new to me, so no, that's not right. I have it. I have the wah pedal directly after, and let's see the tuner. Where do I have that now? Yes, and the tuner after the wah. So compressor, wah, tuner, LS2. From LS2 I go into the first blues breaker on channel A, which is green. Should be opposite, but no matter. And that's my basic blues rhythm sound. I like it very, very much. And I have it looped through a noise suppressor, so it goes into the noise suppressor, loops the blues breaker, goes back to the noise suppressor, back to the LS2. So that's that little loop of sound. On the other side, there's another LS2, so it goes to that one, then it goes into the Bluesman, into the metalizer, into the hard drive and boost, back to the noise suppressor, and then I split the output. The output then goes, one side goes to my delay, which is 100% wet, and the other side goes to an LS2 that is a delay mixer. And maybe you're thinking, why that? Because couldn't you just set the mix on this? I could in theory, but because of this latency, when you mix, the direct signal from the delay will not be in line with the direct signal from the Carl Martin. So I need to make this solution, make this 100% wet, and do the mixing on this one, and it works very well. And what was important was that I need the delays to come after. I need the signal to come after the noise suppressor, in order so the delay doesn't get hiss. That's very important. So it shuts off, goes to the delay, so the delay stays clean. Then they are mixed together. Before that, they come through the volume pedal. There's only volume pedal on one side. So volume pedal, output, volume pedal, output to volume pedal. Let's see. Yes. And then I go to a modified TC Alter Ego, which is a chorus now, a multi-chorus. Originally I bought the Alter Ego to have some tappable delay, but the printing on the pedal is very hard to see, so I relegated it to being a chorus pedal via the tone print software, and that gives me a chorus with a mix function. So my chorus is just barely audible and very nice. From that point on, I go into the new Harley Benton looper. I bought it because it was cheap enough, and it took the place of a Ditto looper, and it fits, still fits the box. So I have this for sound checks and little jamming. Then it goes into a splitter box that splits one to amp input, and the other one goes into the Amp Academy amp simulator. And I also have an isolated DI function here, just the Pedalboard Pure. But the Amp Academy is very hot on the DI, and it does not like phantom power. So I put a little stage buck radial line driver DI on it that is passive, so it rejects phantom power and also lowers the signal so it fits the mic input of a mixer. So this is a complete solution. I will make some drawings of the way it's wired so I can put that on my Facebook page. But for now, I will not play because my neighbors will probably not like it now. But this board is 94 centimeters internally and 42 centimeters internally, and I was very lucky that this case showed up, because I have been postponing this project because I needed the right size flight case, and if you get them long enough they will also be too deep. This is big already and it's heavy, it's clunky, and I don't even know how much I'm going to use it, but this is just a passion to get this vision to work. Before I had my looper and my volume pedal outside the board, and I want it to be enclosed so when I have to move it, it's all protected and easy to set up. So guitar in, guitar to out to amp, and then a line to front of house, and we're rolling. One of the newcomers is the Palmer PVT12 power bar. It's a very good power supply, and it more than fits. It takes care of all the things here. I also use, there's DC out from the line drivers and the noise suppressors, so I also use that for shorter cable runs, and sometimes there's some interference, so they can solve something. Like the wah didn't like this one, the wah likes the Boss for some reason, so they are a little, I try and test until I have no hum. There's no hum. This is also a new power distributor. It looks very fine. It's from Thomann, and there's a power switch. Not sure I'm crazy about it because people can step on it, but I can glue it with some super glue if I really think it's annoying. But for now, it's seems to do the job. Yeah, I hope to use this because there's pleasure in it. The way it works and all the things that have been achieved through the years, all my favorite pedals and all the gain staging, all things are very, very dialed in. So it's an old-fashioned way, and I use my Helix much more than I will use this, but this is an old passion, and now it's completed. It has everything I want. So yeah, if you have any questions about how to rig pedals, do write the questions, and I'll try to answer as best as I can. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. God bless you. Bye.